Good morning. Let me know if you can't hear me. I'm not playing music now because I want to, we're changing the format of this channel. So I'm just going to let people come in. Hopefully, somebody will come in and then we'll talk about it. We'll talk about the direction we're going and all that. I don't think it sent out notifications though. Yeah, there's a notification. Okay. So how's everybody been? Everybody been watching the I'm just talking until some people come in, right? Um everybody been watching. Hey, Betty Dan Boop. Have y'all been watching the Nancy Guthrie kidnapping? That's crazy. They arrested that guy last night and I mean like let him go. It's so weird. I mean, it's just weird when you got the FBI involved and you arrest some guy and a few hours later he's back out. So it just seems odd. Um, Maybe somebody set him up. Hey, Amber E. Yes, I am. This channel is changing and we're not even playing music. So unsubscribed to my music thing. I'll save $20 a month for now. Oh, I'm sorry, Betty Dan Boop. It's so good to see you. And um, so you're getting chemo and stuff. And I will say for people who have been following me, my friend that had the cancer surgery and all that, she's good. She's fine. I mean, she's out and about and everything's good. My other friend who's in hospice posted a picture the other day of her little dog watching TV. So it is so good to see y'all. I know there's, and it's unlikely that we're going to get very many people in here. So I'm not going to, hold y'all up very long with, waiting. I haven't been live in so long, and let me just like fill y'all in kind of on what's been going on, right? So the um the cancer stuff that was during the holidays, and my friend and I was so worried, and then I was going through I had stopped drinking in June, trying to get my depression and stuff under control, and also when I got on a medication that I used to be on that's for depression, anxiety, and pain, my pain has been over the top. Um, you know, what I have degenerative, it's even hard to say. Degenerative disc disease is a spinal issue and it's from my neck down all the way. And been having extremely difficulty with my pain, not extremely difficulty, but extreme difficulty with my pain and feeling. If you have chronic pain, you understand that all these anxiety and depression and the actual things that are wrong with my spine, they all kind of play with each other. And that's because all that stuff's in your brain, right? And so I was going through a med change for all that, which was causing me you know, weird because I thought, well, I won't, this will help with my depression, which maybe, I'm sitting there like, well, it is helping because what if I wasn't on it, right? So, um, and when I talk about my pain and as we move forward with this channel, it's to help people who have chronic pain because you feel like you're the only one. And so, that's the direction. But then, all that's going on and I'm having a really difficult time. I want to get out and exercise. We've had some good weather. We've had some horrible weather. Was basically iced in for about 10 days. My neighbor took me to the store on about the eighth day, I think. He had offered uh, to bring me some food, and I thought we'd be snowed in or iced in for a day or two, and I was fine. I didn't need anything. Plus, I go through stages where I don't really want to go to the store. I really don't want to go to the store ever, but I was like, I'm fine. I don't want to get. I just have a lot of stress, right? And then on top of that, my best buddy, my dog, Rusty was, 14, had been with me 14 years. I just lost Rosie, but to keep this short and so I don't cry, because I'm still really dealing with the tragedy of that day. Rusty was having some issues. I thought he was hot and panting and stuff, and he was on my lap. And then we, started noticing some other things, and it was Saturday, almost noon. If you know anything about, well, the vets aren't open here on Saturday afternoon. They close at noon if they're even open. And so, had no idea. I gave him his anti-anxiety medication earlier that morning because I thought he was, um, I have his anti-anxiety medication because he has these kind of issues sometimes, and for fireworks and all that, because he had been really kind of get stressed. So I thought that's just what he was going through, and I had given him that, and he was sitting in my lap. I was watching something on Netflix or something, and I don't know at what point he passed away, but it was very. I was kind of really surprised. I realized he something might be going to happen, but it was too late, and I hadn't really accepted that yet. And so, anyway, he passed away in my arms, and I pretty much freaked out. Called a friend, and yeah, I was pretty much freaked out. So, I don't let myself think about it very much. I know that it's a healing process and I have to deal with it, but it was very tragic that moment. Are y'all still here? Because nobody's talking. I know there's only 3 people here, but thank you. Yeah. So, that was like put me over. And then right after that, we got iced in. And so I've just been, oh, and also the other thing was before all that happened with Rusty, um, I was working to get my channel moved over. I've been working with a plan and, uploading very little, trying to get YouTube to actually pivot my channel because, I've never tried this. I've always said, oh, I'm going to do this on my channel and I'll do it for a while, but I'm still over there in entertainment and I'm not consistent and I'm popping in different things. And this time I've changed everything on my channel. And in the meantime, I deleted about 8 million views. 8 million. I got rid of almost every short, even shorts that had 1 million were still getting views. I had one short getting about 60 views an hour on a regular day. It was a Caitlin Clark video. I probably could have kept it, but I was working on getting my channel switched over and trying to get monetization back. And so, upon advisement, deleted all of those videos, which looking at them, I'm like, this sucked. I should just delete that. That's no big deal. But it's a lot on your psyche because here I've had my channel 4 years, I think, and I'm deleting all these views, but shorts, like, they don't make you any money unless you get a lot of views. But it was still like, I don't know, it was very, mm, I don't know, it was just difficult. I don't know the word for it. I mean, I wasn't sitting there crying about it, but it was like, I'm really doing this. So my channel has been switched over to all the different things. We are going in the direction of living with chronic pain, depression, any of the illnesses that are invisible. Invisible illnesses are what we live with, and it's basically like I can't keep up with the drama. I can't keep up with breaking news. I never could. I would love to be JLR out there at a crime scene, reporting on it and all that, but I don't have that energy. But I will say that watching like watching the Olympics and even that, I was watching JLR like all day yesterday, and the photographers there, the photographers at the Olympics, because I used to do photography like that, just like event photography. I would love to be doing that. Um, but I don't have the body. I'm too much in pain and stressed and everything to I don't know where my dog went to do that, but I would love to do that. But, you have to do what you can do, and I can't go out and do things like that anymore. I could actually make money doing that, but, um, now I wanna make I'm trying to make some money to supplement my retirement, which isn't very much, and I've just gotten to the point where and I got monetized, so I'm really happy about that, and if anybody looks into memberships, I want you to please make sure that you understand that this channel won't be like it was. This isn't a place where, you come in every day and you've got your chat groups and stuff. We will have live streams, but I'm not promising how often. I'm not even promising anything because and you can read in my description of the memberships, I'm not going to um this isn't crazy money making. I hope to get enough views in the future to make money off of um advertisements. Because if you get enough views, you can get advertisements. Not with 4 views like today, but eventually. Maybe some people will watch the replay too. But I'm stepping away from the drama that is the community I came out of. I just saw where one creator has filed 4 grievances in, I guess, with a DA against somebody else. I'm pretty sure I know who. But anyway, we're not going to cover this stuff. And I don't want to be a part of this stuff. I can love to watch true crime and worry about people like, you know, Nancy Guthrie and wonder what's going on because it's all really weird and it all seems like a psyop and all that stuff. But I'm not involved in it and I'm not covering it. So I can talk about that and I can watch different people cover it. But I'm not going to be in the middle of a community that treats people so poorly. And even when I recently spoke very calmly and not mean or anything about my point of view about some things. And people were, I mean, and I didn't watch a lot of it, but some people were like going at me and talking about how they don't like me. They like me, but now they don't, and all that kind of stuff. You're not going to like everybody, and I don't expect everybody to like me, but I'm not going to sit and be silent because these people. So we're over here. I'm choosing calm, honesty, and respect. I know that's not popular, but I know I can tell you without any pause. I think that's a good enough word. Without any pause, that there are a lot of people like me out there because I'm in Facebook group. I'm in on Facebook, and these things started coming through my feed. And here's what happened. Like first, my childhood trauma, I finally was able to discover. And I mean, I've been to therapist over this, and I've been a therapist. I've read a lot of books. I've worried about it. I've prayed about it. I've thought about it. I've cussed about it. I've drugged over it. I drank over it. And I still have the trauma, and it's unhealed trauma. And I started seeing these posts on Facebook about it, about other people with this. And I'm like healing from these memes they post because I'm like, yes, that's me. And then I look and there's 500, comments under it, people just like me. And so I started healing from that. And then I also got in, I don't know if I'm in a group for it or they're just coming across my feed, but degenerative disc disease group. And, all these people have the same thoughts, do you have pain? Does your pain do this? And so I'm like, there are people who are suffering who could use somebody to say, let's make a community. Let's talk about it. We're not gonna cure it. We're not gonna heal it. We're not. Yes, I know Betty Damboo, and I discovered that because I always wanted my channel. I always had thought in my mind that there was some niche for me because you're always hearing, you need to niche down. And me, I'm over here and I'm over here. And then I do politics for a while, but I'm still in entertainment. And then I throw in Caitlin Clark here and nobody knows what's going to come next from my channel. And that's not good. And I knew that. And then, somebody had told, somebody I paid to coach had told me to make 2 shorts a day, do this, and the shorts ruined my channel. Yes, I got 30,000 plus subscribers, which, every day I'm losing quite a few, since, I don't know, because I'm doing this now and I'm not doing that, and people who only came in for drama, if that's anybody that sees this on replay, or if you're watching this now, it's fine if you want to unsubscribe. I'm not going to hold that against anybody. Oh, you left because you're only about drama, because really I won't know that you unsubscribed. And yes, I go to certain channels to watch drama too, and if they started doing something different, completely different, changed their whole channel, changed all the, keywords and tags and hashtags and all the stuff, changed from entertainment to people and blogs, and did all that stuff, I probably wouldn't watch either. And that's okay. But if you like me and you've watched me for 4 years about this and that and that and this, then please stay around and give me a chance. Just, I'm not here to get rich. I'm not here to be flashy. Like I said, we didn't play music in the beginning. Did you notice? We're calm over here. I'm not going to play even my little intro. I love that little intro with the dog running and stuff. I could make a new intro, but I was advised that, because people like me, we're calm. We need the calmness. We don't want music in the background. We don't want, what makes me nervous when somebody's playing music in their background and there's people talking in their background and there are people, on panel and they're making noise, and it's just, it's hard for me. So hey, Mark, good to see you, man. Mark is in the house. It is just, you made me lose my train of thought, Mark. What was I saying? Let's see. And then, the chaos and the all the things that go on. It's like I loved covering Caitlin Clark because I'm a huge fan. Like I can't wait, and we got to get the WNBA to make the new contract, or we're not even going to have a season. And it's the season starts, noise in the background. Oh yeah, no, nobody wants to hear a lot of noise in the background. If you're out on, if you're JLR and you're out on the scene of a crime, sure, you're gonna hear stuff in the background because he's outside and he's, things are happening. But when somebody's in their studio or they're, wherever they're streaming from, we don't need all that noise in the background. And yes, things happen like your dogs, because I'm just thinking Champ's going to start barking any second. You can't control that kind of stuff. But all the sounds make a lot of us have anxiety, and I'm top on the list. I might have my TV on and my YouTube on, and I might be playing a game on my computer, and all 3 of those are the game that I don't use sound, but you got all those going at the same time. That's in my home, right? That's not trying to listen to what somebody's saying. So that's where, I can't do all that. And if I do, it's on my time. But the people who I feel like will want to watch my channel, who have chronic pain, who have depression and anxiety and, you know, trauma and all these things that we're dealing with, and sometimes they just hit you too hard and you don't need all that noise. It's a lot of noise is what it is, and that's fine. Um, but yeah, and then Caitlin Clark, like there was even drama. There's so much drama in sports, even. There's drama, there's everything. Oh, she wasn't smiling. Oh, oh, that player's mad at that player. Oh, and it's just constant. And I don't enjoy that. I like to watch her play basketball. If you're weird, no, I'm not into her. I enjoy everything she does on the court, and I respect her off the court. She's 23 years old and she never messes up. She doesn't get into the drama in when asked questions, they try to pull her into stuff. She doesn't get into that. And I respect that. And I'm like, damn, I'm 65 and I'm not, and she's got it. But the chaos, all this chaos and everybody fighting and all that stuff, not for me. It makes people sick, and it makes people spend money on lawsuits in this economy. Nobody needs to be spending money on lawsuits. And if you're suing somebody and you're not really afraid of them, or if you're calling CPS and you're calling, no, we don't do that over here. That we're not going to recreate the chaos. We're just not going to do it. And I'm not going to reward bad behavior with attention. I don't really think the people are going to come around because I'm doing all this different now. And that's cool too. Um, where are we here? Let's see. Being calm, being honest and calm and all that doesn't get you very far in a drama community. Yeah, Mark, I'm sure Mark says the lawsuits are nuts. I'm sure the judges shake their heads. Yes. Did y'all see that little Champ's little toy back there in the chair? I put that. Hey, Champy. I don't know where she is. She's probably laying back there. And oh, the sun's not out. She likes to lay at the back door with the sun on her. Yeah, Mark's the lawsuits are nuts, crazy. Um, I've been lied about. I've had things said about me that were so crazy, and I don't enjoy that. I mean, I don't mind a little going back and forth, um, but I don't like being lied on. People saying that I'm doing this or that because I'm like 100% honest, and you don't. It's just not me, and I'm not going to play along with that because I'm not going to lie on you back. And people on the internet seem to form opinions very not, like strategically. Well, if you like her, then you can't like me, and I'm not going to like you because you were in her chat. No, 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 we're not doing that. You I didn't live 65 years to be put down by somebody who is um, not the kind of person who I would associate with in my real life, right? Like, no, no. And so I'm choosing my path of calm, peace. I'm going to support people who suffer like me. They got to find me over here. We're going to talk about people, how people want to solve your issue. And we love that people care and they think of us. But there are certain things when you get to the level of pain that we're talking about that we've tried all these things. We've tried the needles. We've tried I've got a new pain in my back. I think it's a muscle. I don't know. I worry because I can't see it. I can't feel it. It's in a place where I can't really reach. Thank you, Mark. And then, let's see. So I can't tell you exactly what I'm going to talk about, every day on the channel. I'm not going to be making videos every day. I'm not in a place with my pain that I can do that. Um, but I'm going to be present for y'all, right? So, does anybody have any questions about what's going on or where we're going here? Let's see if I had any other like little notes. It's good for me to be able to talk about myself, I guess. I mean, that's embarrassing, but what I'm going through because I'm alone here. It's just me. Um, I have a few friends on YouTube that I might talk to every now and then, but I learned my lesson about 3 years ago when I thought someone was my friend, and then I got that person doxed me. So, you never know who your real friends are. And my friends in real life wouldn't do something like that to hurt me. If they did, I would have probably figured them out before that, or that would be it. I mean, I'm not going to play with that kind of stuff. So, um, I'm not going to do that at all. Um, you know, Mentioning what's happening in the community I came from is not talking about them. I'm just saying, I can't do I can't listen to people eat and talk on a stream. I can't listen to, like I said, the going back and forth, the bullying that goes on over here. People making fun of how people look and look, making fun of their teeth. Look, I don't want to draw attention to my teeth, but they're not great. I'm older. I abused my body with drugs in the 90s, right? I was doing cocaine in the 90s a lot, and it wasn't long after that I went to the dentist, and they were asking me if I was doing drugs, and I was like, no, because excuse me, I wasn't anymore, right? Um, but there was things, and I used to drink Coke all day. I would just sip on Coke or Dr. Pepper out of a can. It got warm. That's just something that I used to do. I was a bank teller in my early 20s, and I had that Coke. I'd sip on it all day. So that just means, soda has all the sugar. It has way too much, and that just sits on your teeth. So I've done a lot of destructive things to myself physically, like that. And did that have anything to do with my spinal issues? I don't even know. I know it's hereditary, or it can be, and both of my parents have terrible spinal issues. Thank you, Betty, for that. I'm happy for you, Barb. I appreciate you. I think that some people will find me if you know anybody who is on YouTube and they suffer from any of the invisible diseases uh, and pain and stuff. Send them over because I know, like I'm saying, I know from Facebook how that's healing me, seeing these other people with my childhood issues that I have. I don't want to go into that right now, but um that started healing me, and I'm like, this is where this is the direction I need to go with my channel. This may not be the right place for it. I don't know. I'm considering I could start a Facebook group or something, or I might do that too. But right now we're got to focus on getting some people to watch my channel because I've got a lot of subscribers that are here from cats, Find the Cats and Caitlin Clark and What else? I did politics one whole summer. I did drama, crama here and there since in the beginning, that's what I was doing. But thank you, Betty. I think that it's going to work out really, really well. Like I said, I just think it'll take time for me to, and for YouTube to find me the people because they're out here and, it'll just it's taking time. And the advice I've been given is really slow going. It's like every 5 to 7 days we do this, and I'm like, I'm used to going, "You gotta go live every day. You gotta put up 2 shorts a day," you know? It's just difficult. But I've always been a little bit off compared to other people. I don't go with the crowd. I never went with the crowd. I did go with the crowd just a little bit, uh, going at Brittany J, and I don't I don't regret the things that I covered seriously. Like I was concerned about her children and stuff, but I do regret, and I have apologized to Brittany for going at her because the thing about it is, um, we weren't best friends or anything, but she didn't need another person to review her streams, and I think I did 3 maybe, I don't know. I did there for a couple weeks. I was talking about I was brought into it, because somebody was showing my stuff, but I didn't want and I said, at the time, this isn't something I'm gonna do all the time. This isn't my channel, and there I was still searching for what my channel was going to be, but excuse me, this is a path that hopeful I'm really hopeful we can make, a successful channel with this. It's weird when you have a lot of subscribers and you don't get a lot of views. I'm putting up videos and they're just not getting hardly any traction. And I'm going to keep doing it because like I said, I've completely changed everything. It's not oh, let's try this for a while. Betty says just give it time because people are getting tired of drama and hate all over YouTube. So this is a perfect direction to go. Nothing but healing vibes and great conversation. Yeah. And does anybody, there's 6 people in here. Anybody that's watching me, suffer from any chronic pain or, depression or anxiety that's debilitating? Like I have for 2 or 3 months just completely, um, bit my nails you know, like to the point where I've got hangnails like to a bad. It's bad, and that's my anxiety. And like I said, I have been going through a lot. Some things happened around Christmas that Mm, it let me see my progress with some family problems, but it also brought a lot of that stuff back up. And so, you know, in the quiet moments in my own house, I fight with that stuff and I argue with myself about it and I work on it. And so, there's just a lot. People have a lot. You don't need to feel bad about anything, Betty. I mean, Lord, you're going through your own struggles. I mean, I feel for you, and you don't email at all, do you? Because I was trying to I posted a message somewhere under your message or something about email me because just wanted to talk to you, and I don't know if you saw that or I know that you're very private and and you're very careful and you don't want to you didn't see it or oh, you don't email, right? Okay, so yeah, you're private about all that stuff, and you're smart to do that. I mean, once I got doxxed, I was like, I bought a camera and I got over it. Everybody on here, if you're in certain communities, it's going to happen, and you know, it happened and I got over it. But yeah, I don't want, yeah, Betty. And because I wanted to see how you were and, all that stuff. But you said you were having chemo and it was kicking your butt. So I'm sorry you're going through that. That's one of my fears has always been like getting cancer and having to go on get chemo and stuff because it's so hard to do. And you got to be tough. And I'm sure you're doing your very best, um, Betty. And I hope that you've got people around you who are helping you. Uh, oh, that's sweet. And so, Mark, like I've known Mark since I first started my channel. Betty, I'm not sure when you came around, but it's been a long time. I don't think you were with me in the very beginning when I was talking about Natasha Cooper. I was talking about scamming. People are scamming, and I wanted to talk about that. But this has all gone so much because, um, you know, a scamming community. It's called, the sector. I don't know who started calling them sectors, but the lawsuit sector. Betty, I'm so sorry because you've been here about 3 years. Hey, Gina Marie, good to see you. I'm explaining. I'm just. You might want to start back over after I finish or something, Gina, because I've been talking about some things that have been going on. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about my personal stuff that I'm going through because really nobody would care. It's just, you know, just because you turn 65 or 60 or 50 or whatever doesn't mean that you didn't have you, you, I've got unhealed trauma and I I started to heal from it from Facebook posts. Oh, there's a Wednesday siren. I don't know if y'all can hear it. So yeah, so I covered, some stuff when I started out. This I'm not gonna be here very long. And I did mention that I did get remonetized. And if anybody thinks about becoming a member, just read what it says. I'm not promising anybody, you know, I can't stand really when a creator promises memberships, we're going to give you this, and this, and then they don't do it. Um, my pain level, like it's warmer right now. We've got rain this week, but during the ice, when we were iced over for 10 days, my whole driveway was a solid sheet of 3-inch ice. You couldn't even break it up. Um, and then it was like 50 degrees and it was still there. My neighbor ended up shoveling when it got, started to melt, he got it cleaned off for me. But cold really makes more pain. I mean, I would move to a warmer state if I knew, you know, I mean, I know that I could move to like New Mexico or Arizona or somewhere out west, but I couldn't afford to live out west on my Social Security because, well, Arkansas is a very poor state, so our cost of living is a lot less. And I'm living in a home that my payment's very low on. I got to put new windows in my house though, so that's going to be probably 15K. I got to figure out how to finance. I can finance that, but I got to be able to make the payment on it, right? So, so that's why I've been demonetized for 2 years, and part of what took me so long was not wanting to delete all those shorts that I had, and then I actually had, and I've only told a couple of people about this. I needed watch hours. I needed watch time, and I got my watch time. And then I went in there and I reapplied, and I got a no because of these shorts. And I hadn't even thought I had not removed any more shorts. I just was, well, I can't get monetized. But then I discovered that, through talking to people and stuff, that I really needed to just get rid of all my shorts. And 90% of my shorts, 99. Um, you've been praying for Brittany. Let's see. I was a mod for a creator who turned on everyone and said the most vile things about their body and their family. So I unsubscribed because she was so toxic. Yeah, you can, I think I've said this forever. You can take in this toxic environment. Some people can manage it and everything, but some of us really just a little bit off. I don't need a whole lot in my day to really throw my day off. I've got problems. I've got physical problems, and like I said, when it's cold and I can't go out. I can't go outside on ice at all. I'm terrified because I don't know if any of y'all saw that when I fell on my back on the ice, but it's been 2 winters ago. I walked out, the streets were dry, but the steps going right out off my porch right to my car were iced over. And I held on to something and stepped on, and the thing is, okay, this is an old house, and the which just means, well, a lot of things have shifted, right? But this it means not a high quality of work to have been done. And the the step actually slopes out, down. So as soon as I stepped on that, I just went back and my glasses flew about 3 feet behind me. Yeah, I was injured, man. And I landed on my rib cage on my back. And I did. I drove myself in so much pain. Not right away, but later. I think later that day, or maybe the next day. I thought I might have broken a rib because I was in a lot of pain. And I was in physical therapy at the time. So, we began to work. I mean, I went and I showed the physical therapist my fall and everything. Barb just popping in to say, hey, I hope things are well with you. Hey, let's get real with Trisha. Is that Trisha? You're the one, Trisha. I know who you are. It just took me a minute. Good to see you. Anyway, I fell on that ice, and I'm pretty sure that's why my pain has gradually gotten worse. The other thing is I haven't been able to exercise very much. I went on a walk the other day. Uh, we had stopped. Yeah, Tara with Trisha. Good to see you. We had stopped walking this summer because it got so hot and I couldn't take the dogs out. And then, we've had pretty days and stuff, and I'm like I said, I have a lot of pain and I have depression and anxiety, and I just couldn't get myself out there. And then I think, like, I look back and I see where when we were walking, he was ready to stop. Like, he wanted to, I guess he like wanted me to carry him. And I guess maybe he was going through, I mean, I guess his, I guess he was sick and I didn't know it. He had just been to the vet this summer and he had all of his shots and a dental cleaning, which you have to get on older dogs because they live a lot longer. I spent like $1,700 this summer on 2 dogs, getting their annual shots, getting their heartworm stuff, getting flea and tick preventative, all that I spent over like a 2-week period of time. And then, and I don't know if I don't know if Rusty had some kind of infection from the teeth. They gave him a shot for antibiotics. I just know he was going to pass away. That was like a shock. Uh, Trisha's engaged to who? Congratulations. Are we supposed to say that to emails? Are you not supposed to say that? I'm happy for you. I don't know. Wow, somebody's getting married. So anybody got a question about where we're going? Yes, Mark. Pets are very expensive. And while, when I moved here, I had 4 dogs. I've put 4 dogs down in 6 years. I think almost, maybe it's been 7 now. So I'm not planning to get I had 1 dog, and then I got 2 dogs, and that was great. And then I was working with, no, just glad to be here to support you. What do you mean? What did I say? Let's see. What was I saying just now? Because I mean, I did. I totally lost my train of thought again. We're going to move forward. If anybody is interested in sticking around and going with me, let's do this. I'm going to get off of here. I'm okay. You're okay. Remember that book? We're good. I'm good. Today's a good day. Let's keep this cold weather away because it does cause me to hurt more. I appreciate you guys being here. Some of my old friends and anybody who watches this on replay. If you watched this far, thank you. I appreciate everybody being kind to each other. And, that whole thing I used to always say, be kind to yourself. You really have to be kind to yourself when you're in a lot of pain. And I hope to carry that message through because there's nothing wrong with that message. And I mean it. So yeah, please give a like to this and subscribe. I really need some new people for all the, not because the subscribers I don't like anymore. It's just that I've gotten subscribers from so many different areas that I just feel like a lot of them, every time they see me pop up, they're like, oh, what's she talking about? Oh, I'm unsubscribing. And that's cool. That's cool. Because you're not going to get over here what you're maybe what you've got. And see, if you look at my studio, if you go to my back studio, you see, thank you, Betty. You see who your subscribers also watch, and you're going to see a whole lot of this drama stuff. And that's where they've got me right now. So I've got to get out of that because I'm not there anymore. Oh, Betty Dan Boot, thank you so much. I hope y'all have a fabulous, what is today, hump day? Let's get it. Hope you have a fabulous day. And I'm glad you're still with me if you are. And if you're not going to stick around, you're not even watching me yet. I mean, you're not still watching this video, right? Okay, Betty Dan Boop. I will see y'all soon, probably in a regular video. And I hope that you continue to support my channel, and I appreciate you. So have a great day and be kind to yourself.